Hey guys, I'm Ishan Sawant, and in this video, I'm going to take you through the GitHub contribution flow of KubeStellar. If you have ever struggled with open issues, merging your PRs, or even something as simple as a DCO sign-off, this video is exactly what you're looking for. Let's quickly get started. Alright guys, before we get started, it is absolutely important for me to mention that KubeStellar is indeed an open source project under the CNCF umbrella, and all the source code for all the repositories is of course publicly available to everyone on GitHub. Alright, now that that's clear, this is the GitHub page for KubeStellar. We do have more than a couple of repositories which are open for contributions. Uh, the most popular ones are KubeStellar, KubeFlex, and UI. If you're someone who's just starting out, or if this video is going to guide you to your first contribution, I would recommend that you check out the UI repository, which seems to be one of the more popular options among newcomers. So yeah, for the purpose of this video, we're going to use the KubeStellar UI repository. And what you see right here is what we like to call the root of the repository. And apart from the heavy code and all the folders you see on top, there are three important markdown files in this repository, or rather any repository that you should read through before you contribute. The first one is the code of conduct, the second one is contributing, and the third one is a README file. These files contain important information about setting up the project, some important contribution guidelines, and more. It's also important to note that we are not going to show you how you can set up KubeStellar on your local PC because that is not the scope of this video. We probably might have another video for the same, and it's highly recommended that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also press the bell icon so that you don't miss another one of our how-to videos. Okay, now let's say you have KubeStellar set up, it's working properly, you have played around a little, and you're looking to solve your first issue and get involved. All you have to do is just go to the issues tab right here on the top left corner and just scroll through the open issues and look for something you think you can work on. If you are someone who's just starting out, I would recommend that you use the good first issue label, which you can find right here. Once you apply this label, all the issues that we think are good for newer contributors would be filtered out, and then you can choose one of the issues that you would like to work on accordingly. Alright, let's say you finally find an issue you would like to contribute to and you're eager to get started. Before you can do that, there are a couple of things that you would want to check. The first one is if there's anyone else assigned to that issue. You can check that on the top right corner under the assignees section. Currently, there is no one assigned, so that's out of the way. The second thing you would want to check is that if there's any open PR for that issue. You can check that under the development section. I can see no PRs for this issue, so that's out of the way as well, and that just means that this issue can be assigned to you. There's an easy way at KubeStellar to assign yourself to an issue. You can easily do that by just adding a slash assign comment under the issue, and our intelligent GitHub automation will automatically assign you to that issue. You can see it right here. It's also important to note that at KubeStellar, we highly value assigning yourselves to an issue before raising a PR for it, and there are high chances that your PR might be closed by one of our maintainers if you don't assign yourselves to an issue first. Even if you are the one creating the issue, it's recommended that you assign yourselves first to that issue and then raise a PR. One more thing, if you want to unassign yourselves from an issue for whatsoever reason, you're free to do that as well. And that's exactly how we assigned ourselves to the issue in the first place. You just have to comment unassign and add the comment. And our GitHub bot will again unassign you from that issue. And now you can see there's no one currently working on this issue. Alrighty, last but not the least, we're going to talk a little about what a DCO is and what a DCO sign-off is. A DCO is basically a certificate of a contributor agreeing to the terms and conditions of contributing. A successful DCO sign-off would look something like this. It's very easy to configure in your Git CLI, and we'll shortly see how to do that, but it's also important to note that At KubeStellar, every single one of your commits is supposed to have a DCO sign off. Even if one of your commits doesn't have a proper sign off, your PR is not going to get merged. So let's see how you can set up your DCO sign up in the Git CLI. Alright, now we are in the integrated terminal of VS Code. You don't need to be in any repository specifically. You can do this from any terminal as long as you have Git installed. But I'm going to show you how to do it right here. So before we get started, it's also important to note that although the the official or the definition of DCO might seem complicated, it's essentially you giving your name and your email to Git so that you can sign off your commits. To do that, all you have to check first is if you have your username and user email configured. To do that, you can just say git config dot global config, put the global flag, then get user name. Mine is already configured, so I can see a name here, but if you get a blank line or if you get nothing here, then I'll show you how to set it as well. You should also check your email, which you can do by saying git config, the global flag, the get flag, and user.email. Again, mine is already set, so I can see both my username and my email. If you want to set yours, because either it hasn't been set yet or you want to change it, all you should do is just say git config global user dot name. Oh, sorry, user dot name Ishan. Sorry. That's it. You should do the same for your email as well, and say, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to change my email to ishans11@gmail.com. And if you do git config get user email, you're going to see ishans11.com. Once your email is successful, once your username and your email is successfully set, and let's say you have added your commits and they're staged and they're ready to be committed, all you have to do is say git commit. And usually you would just give the M flag for the message, which is it's going to be the message. But since you want to do a sign off as well this time, you're going to give a new S flag in your commit command, and that's it. You just do git commit the S flag, the M flag with the message, and your commit should be signed off. That's it. That was pretty simple, and that was also the last topic for this video. Last but not the least, I would highly encourage everyone to join our community if you haven't yet. It's a great place and a great way to get your doubts cleared and your questions answered quickly. There are two ways you can do that. One is by subscribing to our mailing list, and the second way is, and also the most efficient way, is to join our Slack channel. The link to the mailing list and the Slack channel will both be in the description down below, so make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.